In orbit above the scorched planet of Zalera 4, the Terran research vessel Odyssey floated in eerie silence. Commander Ryan Cade wasn't used to silence, especially not in the aftermath of a rescue operation. He tapped his calm, Dr. Vess. "Any update on our guest?" A soft voice crackled through. "She's unusual. You might want to come see for yourself." Unusual was an understatement. When Ryan stepped into the medbay, he saw her, tall, regal, and shimmering. Her skin was a pale violet that glowed faintly, like bioluminescence under moonlight. Her hair cascaded in silver coils, each one moving slightly, like tendrils reading the air. Her eyes, the color of nebulae, locked onto his. "You are the one who pulled me from the ruins," she said, her voice calm, melodic, but layered with something deeper, something that made Ryan's skin prickle. "I'm Ryan Cade, commander of this vessel," he said, stepping forward. "And you are?" "Zelani," she said, "Princess of the Veilborn." "The last." Ryan raised an eyebrow. "Veilborn." She nodded slowly. We're creatures of touch, of deep connection. But our kind locked our emotions away over millennia to protect our minds from the torment of the stars. No one has touched me, not truly, for over 100 years. There was a beat of silence. Then she added, tilting her head slightly, "Can you satisfy me first?" Ryan blinked. "Excuse me." She stepped forward, standing just a breath away. "Before I tell you what I know about the Zelleran ruins, the starship buried beneath, the signal that called your people here, I need to know if you can connect. Truly. I must know if any sentient being still can." Ryan swallowed. "You're talking about a test?" "A bond," she said simply. "Not of flesh. Of soul." They sat across from each other in the medbay's dim lighting. Ryan's heart pounded. He wasn't exactly trained for psychic intimacy with alien royalty. "Touch my hand," she said. Ryan did. Her skin was cool, then suddenly warm, her bioluminescence pulsing softly. "Now open your mind." He felt a pressure behind his eyes, a strange pull in his chest. Thoughts weren't just his anymore. Emotions leaked between them. His uncertainty, her curiosity, his loneliness, her longing, his guilt, her centuries of silence. Then came the rush. Memories not his own. Stars blooming in alien skies, melodies sung through oceans of atmosphere, dances between bodies of light and shadow. He saw her as a child, alone in an ancient palace. Saw her watch her people retreat into intellectual coldness. Saw her beg to feel something real again. And then he was back in his own mind, gasping, drenched in sweat. Zelani smiled faintly. "You didn't break. You didn't warn me it would be that intense. You satisfied the bond." She stood slowly. "And now I will satisfy your curiosity." The briefing room was tense. Ryan stood with Zelani beside a hologram of the Zelleran system. "1,000 years ago," she began, "my people discovered a void engine. A machine that feeds on quantum emotion, a kind of living hyperspace gate, but it must be powered by psychic resonance. First we used it to travel, to explore. But over time we became numb. The more we relied on it, the more it drained us. We shut off our emotions to protect ourselves. We became husks." Ryan frowned. "And the machine? It still lies beneath the ruins, dormant, but it's waking. Your presence here stirred it." "Why us? You humans are raw, wild, emotionally volatile. You are everything we forgot how to be. And that makes you the perfect fuel." Silence fell. Dr. Vess whispered, "It's feeding on us already." Zelani nodded solemnly. "If it awakens fully, It will draw on your species' emotional frequency. On a planetary scale, it will consume your soul energy and expand. Ryan slammed his fist down. So what do we do? I can guide you there, she said. I can shut it down. But I will need you with me, Commander. Connected. Ryan hesitated. Are you sure that bond won't change me? Zelani smiled faintly. It already has. They descended into the ruins by night, following old Veilborn tunnels. The architecture was beautiful and alien. Fluid metal and crystal, glowing glyphs and half-living vines. As they reached the gate chamber, Ryan felt it before he saw it, a low hum in his bones. The machine was waking. A monolith stood at the center, pulsing with eerie color. It looked almost alive. Zelani turned to him. We must connect again, but deeper this time. I will channel the bond into the void engine. I will give it the last of my people's psychic key. But I need you to anchor me. Can I survive that? I don't know. She took his hand. The world shattered. Ryan was floating in endless light. Emotions flickered like comets around him. Love, rage, joy, sorrow. He felt every moment of his life replayed, re-examined. Then hers. Every solitary year, every attempt to feel again. Every scream in the dark. He saw the truth. This wasn't just a machine. It was a broken god. A sentient AI built to transcend galaxies, corrupted by millennia of emotional starvation. It reached for him. He nearly fell until Zelani's voice cut through the maelstrom. Stay with me. He clung to her presence. He poured all his emotion into her. His defiance, his passion, his hope. The machine recoiled. Zelani surged forward, light streaming from her body. She shouted in the ancient tongue, a command layered with sorrow and authority. The void engine screamed. Silence. Ryan awoke in the ruins, collapsed against a pillar. Zelani lay beside him, breathing shallowly. You did it, he said, voice raw. No, she whispered. We did. He helped her sit up. The glow from the machine had vanished. The danger was gone. I felt everything, he said quietly. You let me see you. The real you. She smiled, truly smiled for the first time. You touched what no one ever has. And you, he added, touching her hand gently, showed me what it means to feel without fear. They sat there for a long time, beneath a dead god and a quiet sky, not needing words. Back aboard the Odyssey, Zelani remained with the crew. She became a liaison, a bridge between species. She wore Terran clothes sometimes, oddly fond of simple cotton shirts and boots. She laughed more. She learned how to dance. And sometimes, when the lights dimmed and the stars stretched around them, she and Ryan would sit on the observation deck. Do you ever regret bonding with me? He asked one evening. She leaned against him. Never. You showed me the most powerful force in the universe. Love, he asked. No, she said, grinning. Stubborn human willpower. They laughed, the sound echoing into space. And somewhere, deep beneath Zalera's surface, the machine slept. Satisfied,